Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for NASDAQ and SPX 500 price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with the all-time history for NASDAQ here, where we have a double 1-2 and a wave 3 toward the upside, a 4 and a 5 still unfolding for higher prices. The wave 5 here internally is of course unfolding as an impulse as well, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Currently, we are looking at the wave 5 to be finishing here, of course, a potential wave 1, which it can be, of course, a longer wave 5, meaning, of course, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 continuation toward the upside. If we dive inside this area where we are looking currently at the final wave 5 here to unfold something as a wave 1, 2, again, we are looking at the following price action as an impulse 1 2. We have another 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for wave 3 there, and a very expanding flat wave 4, and pushing of course still for higher for wave 5 to finish here, very likely of course a wave 1, as we saw of course on the dailies. This is your wave 1 on the daily or on the all-time history there. And by all means, when finishing this wave 5, we're going to expect a wave 2 and then continuation probably toward the upside. To finish this wave 5, you need even the wave 5 as well of 5. And we are currently in an impulse toward the upside there, which it might be finished very closely here. If we take a look, which it might be finished in a wave 5, and we're looking, of course, for a potential finished impulse to unfold a higher prices later on. Basically, what I'm watching right now here is the diagonal where we are, of course, in zigzag wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and we're looking for a wave 5 to finish up, of course, as this potential impulse and looking for lower prices. After reaching this high there, we might seek after the wave 2 here for, of course, 0.38 fib level minimum requirement in this blue box, of course, between the 24K 926 and the 24K 700 as a potential 1-2 here, and then continuation toward the upside. Of course, if we see very strong move towards higher prices, well, the things might shift here to something else, but very unlikely because, of course, you are in zigzags for an ending diagonal, meaning even if you want to push for higher, it has to transform to a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning a little bit retracement before we push for higher. We're going to test it, of course, in case this is going to happen. The ABC here is a very far possibility, but still there, of course, and that because you're still in between here, the 0.786, 0.618, in case something else is unfolding here as a 1, 2, of course, or a B, and a C, of course, toward the downside. However, very unlikely because, of course, this looks like a clean impulse and might at least unfold an ABC, which it might be, of course, taking the all-time high there and pushing a much higher possibility towards the bullish scenario here for new all-time highs. So I would say one more high in briefly here, one more high in the micro level, and we might drop down for a 0.38, and then we see continuation for higher for NASDAQ. That was it for NASDAQ. And of course, let's watch what's going to happen if we go back to SPX here. So for SPX also on the all-time history, I'm looking also at this impulse as a wave 1, 2, 3, and then of course expanding flat wave 4. And wave 5 is still unfolding toward the upside. Now, obviously the wave 5 might be something very huge, and that because, of course, obviously because of the wave 1, how much big it is and large. We have a wave 1, 2, and probably wave 3, 4, and a 5 still to unfold for higher prices, meaning currently you are in your wave 3 in the all-time history. And inside the wave 3 here, you are looking at the possibilities for double 1, 2. And of course, wave 3 given, wave 4, no invalidation, and wave 5 is unfolding currently. And we're still looking for one more high, probably here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If we dive also inside it on the 4 hours chart here, we can see that this final wave 5 that we saw, of course, on the all-time history is still unfolding as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3. We got a wave 4 expanding flat here, and we're looking for wave 5 still unfolding for higher prices. Now, in case that this is a wave 5 there that is gonna finish up the whole thing for us, which is can be also a potential extension as a 1-2. I'm looking for a wave 2 over there to be finishing. In case that the wave 5 is not yet done, it can be extension, of course. And we might see here a 1, 2, and then of course 3, 4, and a 5. And that because of course we didn't took the high, despite that this looks like an impulse. If we dive inside it, we can see clearly that we have several 1-2s here, or I would say let's take it in 1-2 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. Wave 4 given, and the wave 5 is still unfolding as an ending diagonal. We might simply take the high here and finishing wave 1 and then dropping for a wave 2. And that because, of course, on lower time frame, this ending diagonal looks, of course, like a zigzags, right? So we see zigzags, and another zigzag right now is unfolding ABC, of course, to take the high one more time. And that means, of course, we're still looking for a potential higher prices here, that it might unfold a wave 1 and then wave 2 for 0.38 fib level around the 6,719. So basically, I would say briefly as well for SPX, we are still looking here at an impulse. We didn't took the high yet. So that means, of course, we might still seek, of course, for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means, of course, an extension here for a wave 5 to finish up, of course, the daily here, as you can see inside the blue box. So what I mean, of course, on the daily here, the blue box is, of course, your target as a wave 5 there between the 7,810, 7,411 in a wave 5, which it might unfold 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep, so this is regarding SPX, and of course wave 2 or wave 4 here, of course, in the all-time history might be unfolding, while the NASDAQ is a little bit different count here on the all-time history. Not a wave 4, but it can be, of course, a wave 2 here, because this is gonna finish up probably, yeah, like an extended wave 5. Yeah, so you are already in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a 1 and then 2, right? So this is a difference. 1, 2 for NASDAQ, while SPX is 3, 4 here, and then 5 continuation. So both are, of course, correction and looking for higher, but the difference here is simply the labeling and the retracement that it might differentiate. But don't forget, they can always find a coincidence or confluence together with with the price. Now NASDAQ, of course, main target is 37K800, 1.618 on the all-time history in precision, and another target, of course, for the wave 5, because of course you see you have wave 3 and a wave 5. The wave 3 is 1.618, while the wave 5 is between those two numbers in general area. But of course, this is the highest precision, 37K800 for NASDAQ, guys. Yep, so that was it for the daily. Let's watch and see what's gonna happen today. Of course, I'll see you in the intraday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.